He has to be self-controlled. He should not just engage in any sort of thing. Man has to be totally self-controlled. He has to control these various senses, eyes, nose, ears, tongue, belly, genital. These senses, he has to be controlled. He has to be a good devotee of God. He should not harm other living entities, and he has to be able to provide all necessities for families and children. If a man cannot do that, then there is no question that woman should always love that man. So, man has to be able, and woman has to serve her husband. So this is called the Vedic system of society, when the way God set up was like that. But now, because men are worthless and women are worthless, so that's why families and society is not very good. You know, not the man is ideal, not the woman is ideal. So this is how families are not together, not there is a natural affection in family. The way it is set up here is like, you know, the woman should faithfully serve her husband, and her man has to be very ideal. Now, if a woman serves a man, and man is a very sincere devotee of God and doing his duty, then that family is very peaceful and happy. It is usually said that it is very hard for a woman to think something else than her man. So she has a natural affection for the man, and she can think of her husband always. And if her husband is a real devotee of God, he always thinks of Krishna and controls his senses, and it is like that, then it is proper for that woman to think of that man, because after this life they both reach to the place of the Lord. So they will not take God here. But man has to always 24 hours think of Krishna, think of God. Not that man can think of so many other women and so many other things, and then women should always love that man. It's not that. Man has to be very self-controlled, and he should always 24 hours thinking of God, working for God, you know, doing something for the welfare of all living entities, all living entities should not be in this. So if such a man is there, and if certain woman thinks of him and as a husband, and if she stays like that throughout the whole life, she will reach to the place of the Lord, and that man also reaches to the place of the Lord. So this is how Vedic system is set up. Now this Vedic system is almost out of this world. Very rare person is there, very rare family is there, where the husband is 24 hours thinking of Krishna, and then the woman very faithfully with her all chastity serves the man. Such a family is very rare nowadays. We don't see it, you know. Such ideal husband is not there, such ideal woman is not there. Why? Because, you know, proper education is not there. From the birth, when you are born, you are not sent into a Gurukula, where you are given proper training under the guidance of Guru. You stay in Brahmacharya, control your senses, think of Krishna, chant holy name, serve the Guru just like your own husband. So a man has to, from the age of 2 or 3 up to the age of 30, he has to very faithfully serve his spiritual master in the ashram, living home, like that, and controlling all his senses. You know, not seeing through cinema, not seeing movies, not looking at any woman, like that. When 30 years of age you stay like that, then that man becomes an ideal husband. Then the woman has to be same way like that. She has to stay under the control of her mother, and always know the science of God, always think of Krishna, and this way she has to be up to the age of 20, then they are marriageable. And if such a person stay in the family life, and then that woman serves the man, and man always becomes a devotee and does his general duties, spreading the glories of God, then this is how the Vedic system was set up. And such a person living in the family life for some time, up to the age of 50, then they retire, they go around the holy places, and then finally, they merge into the thought of God, and they both together go to the place where the Lord is. Sri Radha Madhava Hari ki, Sri Gauri Hari ki, Sri Prabhupada. So this is how the Vedic system of society was set up, but because now the proper education is not there, children are not trained in a Gurukula, where there is no proper teacher either. The teachers are not self-controlled, you know. Teacher engaged in horrible work, teacher is spoiled the student, and this way the schools are going on, and then the education does not show that the ultimate controller is God. There is no concern. You go to school, what do they teach? The world, as we go to school, what they teach? The world came from a small small spark from the sun, and this is how the world is. There is no controller, there is no supreme person that controls. Such education is not there. So now what the children is going to think? They're going to think, I am God. If there is a God, then I am God. This is how they're going to think, because they don't know that self-control is the way of life. So when such a society is dead, then everything is chaos. Nothing is proper. We don't know what to think. People try to, just like we're talking about the law. There is a little law in our heart. We try to put that law to somebody, and that person takes you, and then you become frustrated. Then where you go? You end up in jail, or you end up in hospital. This is our crazy society. Or you don't know what to think, and this way very pure situation is happening. So when Vedic education is not there, society does not become beautiful. And this is how things are going on now, because this is the age of quarrel. So everywhere there are little quarrels going on, families are quarreling, husband and wife quarreling, and society quarreling, and countries quarreling. So this way, this age of quarrel is increasing day and day. So as long as we don't completely convince ourselves to the very system of life, then there will not be a ideal family life, and then the chaste woman will not be there, ideal man will not be there, and then the society will not be very beautiful. So here the Lord is explaining how a woman sincerely serve her husband, behave well toward her husband's family, and take good care of her children. So this is how the woman's duty is explained according to the Vedic system. You should always love her husband, sincerely serve her husband, and all his families should be very nicely taken care, including husband's parents, and then also children and all others, and then children has to be taken care. So this is how the Vedic system of society is. It is explained that in Dwapar Yuga, when the Lord was there, people used to have big families. They used to have 20, 30 people in the family, and they had a lot of wealth, big land, many cows. One person could have 300, 400 cows. Now instead of cows, we have cars. So these cars does not give so much pleasure. Although we run in the road, but there is always a fear. Accident can happen. But there is no cow. People used to keep many cows, and then they milk. They have a lot of plenty of milk, and they make butter, ghee, and all kind of things. And then they chant Vedic mantra. When you have a lot of ghee, then you perform sacrifices, and on that you chant Vedic mantra where the Supreme Lord is invited, and then you feed the Brahmanas, those who are self-controlled priests and all other saintly people. You feed them, and then this way cows are happy, Brahmanas are happy, and women and children are happy. They get produced remnants of the sacrifice, whatever prasadam is there. This way the whole family is peaceful and happy, and then they live doing agriculture and other things. So this is how the Vedic system was. But now, because of the technological advancement, we have factories, and there are so many machines. You are working with the machines, and machine does not work sometimes, and then various things, and people don't get job. So this way, now the society is not proper, and families are not together, always divorce. Now the divorce court is very busy. Every day, thousands of people making divorce. Why? Because the husband and wife cannot stay together. People cannot get along. Nowadays, it's very hard to get along with man and woman, or man and people cannot stay together. It's always a quarrel. Why? Because we were not trained properly. We are given a wrong education. So this is how things are not good. So if we want to know the real way of life, then this Bhagavatam, which was spoken by Shukadev Goswami, which is the abstract word, it is just like speaking by God. So these words really explain what the way of life is, what is the peace way of life. So if we follow this, if we take it seriously, we work with this spiritual understanding, then our life can be peaceful even right here also. And if we work this way, then after this life, the kingdom of God. We are always saying such a misery here. This places are misery, where repetition of birth and death take place. But God explains that there is such a world where there is no repetition of birth and death. We get an eternal life full of bliss and happiness, and that place exists. That place is our home. To get that we have to follow this way of life. If we live this way of life, then that person alone is eligible to enter into the kingdom of God. So unless we know our habits are not properly trained this way, then we cannot love God. We love so many other things. So we have to be convinced of this spiritual fact and take it seriously. And if we work with this understanding, then that person slowly advances spiritually, and eventually, after it could happen in this lifetime also, we can reach to the place of the Lord, or after a couple of lifetime, we'll be able to enter into the place where the Lord is always residing. So this is how Lord Krishna set up the way of life. Here the Acharya is explained, Srila Jiva Goswami has to point out here that the Gopi's real eternal husband is Lord Krishna, not their so-called husband at home, who firstly consider the Gopis their property. Thus, a strict interpretation of the word and without illusion reveals that the supreme religious duty for the Gopis is to serve Sri Krishna, their real lover. Now, the real question comes is, if our husbands and wives are not real lover, then who we should love? Then of course the love is Krishna. So now in today's world, because our husbands and wives are not ideal, then what we should do? We can only do one thing, we can always love Krishna. If we always love Krishna, then we are proper, we are situated properly. So just like here it explains that gopis, these gopis who are trying to go to Krishna, but then their husbands and children, their husbands stopped them from going, but still they just left. They did not hear their husbands of it, and they left because there was a supreme Lord over there. So for God, if you are love for God, you can give up everything. It does not matter. For the love of God, you can forget the rules of country, you can forget the rules of house, you can forget the rules of everything, and go for God. That is the highest perfection. But if it is for something else, then that is worthless. You give up your family and you go make love with other person, and that is no work. There is no proper tangible result with that. But if you have a love for Krishna, you want to go for Krishna, then you can give up your all other duties. Nothing is more important than love for God. So just like here, the Gopi's real husband is Krishna. So they give up their own husband and then they went for the Lord. But although they went for Krishna, when they returned, their husband did not feel inimical toward their wives. Later on they come back. All of these gopis who reject their husband when their husbands were stopping, they reject them and went to Krishna. But when they returned after the rasa dance, they returned and their husband never felt inimical toward his wives. They had a more natural love for them. How? Because when you serve the main person, the main creator, then everything comes in balance. If you serve God, your family children will love you. But if you don't serve God, if you only serve your families and husband, then there may not be very peaceful situation. But if you are serving Krishna, then Lord makes it arrangement that everything comes in balance. Otherwise it may not come in balance. That's why serving a supreme person is always beneficial. If you want to protect your family, best thing you can do is go and serve Krishna. Then your family is more protected. Then just working for family alone and forgetting the God. We cannot do that. If we do that, then it may not last long time. So that's why these gopis who went for Krishna, forgetting their husband, rejecting their husbands, later on these husbands and children, they all love them because they serve the supreme person. It's just like putting water in the root instead of putting water in the branches and twigs of the tree. If you put the water in the root, everything gets the water because from the root it goes everywhere. But if you just put the water on the top of the branches, then it is no use because that water does not distribute to everyone. God is situated in everyone's heart, then He understands what is needed. So if you serve the God, then He knows what is your necessity. So He makes such an arrangement that everything comes in balance. That's why those who serve Krishna, those who have natural love for God, their life will be much more peaceful than those who don't serve. So that's why it's when it comes to the question of God, if there is a God and then there is a service to God, then we should take more priority to that than any other thing. So this is our Acharyas, our great masters. They explain that real lover, our real love is for Krishna, not for anybody. Just like this gopi, their real husband is Krishna. That's why they were. And besides, these gopis are not ordinary persons. They were the great sages who were staying in the great forest for many thousands of years, always thinking of God, always thinking of Krishna. And because of their great austerity, they were able to take birth as a covered woman in the Vrindavan forest. Now, because the Lord was to descend at that particular place, that's why these great sages, we have understood all the scriptures and everything, who went through austerity and penances, and were given birth as milkmaids of Vrindavan. And then they were there, and when the Lord was there, they also came there, and then they served the Lord like this with their love of heart. So this is how they please the Lord, and then they return back to the place where the Lord is. So this is how we have to serve Krishna, we have to serve God with all our love. And if we do that, and if we don't direct our love to so many different thousands of things, then our life will be perfect, this life will be peaceful, and at the end we reach to the place where Krishna is. Goloka Vrindavan Dham. There is an eternal abode of Lord, where Lord is always residing with his consorts and many other gopis, and that is our home. To get that in, we have to come to this knowledge. These words of Srimad Bhagavatam, every word of this Srimad Bhagavatam is absolute. You know, nothing is written in this book which is not practical. Everything is an absolute. So that's why this Bhagavatam, this book is considered the Amala Purana, free of any material change. It is totally pure book, and then every word that is written here is absolute. There is no other truth than this one. So those who want to follow the way of Vedic life, keeping God in center, working around, then this is the knowledge. And we have to know this and work around this, keeping God in center. If we do that, then our life will be peaceful here.